I always thought my NYSC year would be uneventful, maybe even boring. When I got posted to Umuachala, a quiet town in Anambra State, I was curious more than anything. I'd never been to the east, never heard of the town, but people smiled when I arrived. The students were polite. The market women called me corper nu, with warm laughter in their voices. The school principal was kind. He offered me a room in the old staff quarters, just a few steps from the classrooms, surrounded by thick trees and hibiscus flowers. It was more than I expected. Clean, peaceful, the kind of place that almost felt like home. Almost. It started with dreams, whispers, a figure at the edge of my bed I could never quite see. Sometimes I'd wake up to scratches on my arms, or find small piles of red dirt on the floor inside the locked room. I told myself it was stress, maybe malaria. But the house never felt empty. It watched me, waited, and then one night I saw her. A girl standing silently by my bed, drenched in blood. Her NYSC uniform clung to her like a second skin. Her head twisted sideways, hanging like it had been snapped. I couldn't scream. I ran to the school the next morning, shaking, desperate. The principal didn't act surprised. He just looked tired. "You saw her," he said. And then he told me everything. The house I lived in, that house, needed blood. Every few years it chose one corper, one to survive, but only if we fed it, only if we brought others. I refused to believe it. I tried to leave. I tried to pray it away. But the house, it doesn't let go. When Uche arrived, fresh from Lagos with a bright smile and kind eyes, I tried to resist. I told her there was no space, but the walls whispered that night. The air turned to ice, and the red dirt returned. So I said yes. She vanished by morning. No scream, no trace. Only a perfect, spotless room, and another pile of red earth. Now, when new corpers arrive, I don't fight it. I welcome them. The girl no longer visits my dreams. The breathing has stopped. I'm at peace now, but at a cost. Because surviving here means becoming part of the house, feeding it. And I wonder sometimes how many of us are still living, just pretending we don't hear the whispers.
Like and subscribe.